Welcome to the RadioU Podcast. Coming up, who would win, Mike Tyson or Elon Musk?
Also, we finally get to see Haymitch's Hunger Games.
All that and more on the way next. Everybody spam the group chat with Sorry Chris, 8772 RadioU. I had to wake up Chris, the engineer, this morning, the engineer extraordinaire, at 5 a.m.
Oh, no.
Because I was locked out of the RadioU building. Our security is so good it doesn't even let me in. So don't even think about trying to break into the RadioU offices.
My favorite part about this story is I always come in about 30 minutes after you do, and didn't have any issues, thankfully. But you immediately asked me, like, hey, did you have any issues getting in? And I was like, no, what happened? And you explained, you were trying to get in and couldn't. And you were like, was I fired?
Yeah. Well, I sincerely contemplated that because I think a lot of offices are like this. If you got the little key code, like everybody's got their key.
Yep.
But it's not like we've got physical keys, and then we've also got the little things you scan.
Yeah.
And when you scan the thing, it says your name and it says welcome or whatever. But when I scanned my thing, it said no permission and my name came up. And I'm like, so I'm specifically blocked, am I? They don't want me in here, do they? And then I didn't mean to wake up Chris. I was trying to figure it out by myself.
Yeah.
I was going to try to figure out how to break into the RadioU studios. But in my fiddling with the screen that we scan our key codes with, I pressed the call button, which I didn't realize. I thought that would just call like in this building, which I didn't even what would that do?
Right.
But apparently that goes to Chris as well in bed at home. And so he did wake up.
Poor Chris.
And he did let me in.
I was going to say that probably was the only way you were getting in the building.
I think so. Yeah, I was trying to figure out, like, we have all these documents that you can sort through that are like, in a drive somewhere that I was trying to look through on my phone. I was like, is there a document that says what to do if you're banned from the building? And I couldn't find that one.
Yeah.
But fortunately, Chris woke up and helped us out.
Did he say like what exactly happened, or is he going to figure it out later?
No, he didn't say to me, but that probably wouldn't have made any sense anyways. But he said he fixed it.
Okay. Somehow
From home, probably still in bed, he fixed our security system, which is pretty amazing.
I believe that Chris could do that.
Yeah. So now the question is do we prefer a security system that might fail in such a way that would let people in that don't belong, or a security system that fails in a way that doesn't let anybody in, even when they deserve to be here?
Yeah, I think that's probably the better bet, right? Because it's like we don't want to let people in if they are not supposed to be here. So
True.
If that happens to be us every once in a while because the system gets a little bit broken, then I'd prefer that than it just allowing anybody in.
I guess it does give us a good excuse to not be able to work.
That's true.
But then I'm already here anyway, so
take a little seat on the stairs.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I did. I sat down on the stairs. I was like, what if Allie gets here? Because I didn't know that it had called Chris, and it took him a few minutes to respond. But I was sitting there. I was like, what if Allie gets here and she also can't get in?
Then we're just stuck. No show, nothing.
Right. I didn't know what to do, but and then now I'm thinking this. What if we have this situation where, again, one of us that belongs in here gets closed out, and then somebody who doesn't belong wants to get in, but they don't even have to get in because we're outside.
Yeah.
So then they can get us.
That's fair.
Then what do we do?
I mean, we could lock the front door.
We could.
Yeah.
But then the other people in the other offices wouldn't be able to get in and do their work. And all of a sudden, nobody can work. Nobody can get anything done.
I mean, overall,
oh, that sounds nice, actually. Oh, Friday. For some reason, today is movie day. We talk about the Rocky movies, obviously the weekend watch list. We've got some Knives Out news and the trailer for Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping just dropped. 8772 RadioU. Let us know your thoughts if you've seen it. I'm a little annoyed that the trailer's out only simply because the movie comes out literally a year from now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do you already have a trailer ready and yet you still can't show us this whole movie for a year? But I'll tell you that the movie looks amazing.
The movie looks really, really good, and I'm happy it looks really good because I got to be honest, the Ballad of Songbirds, whatever the last one was, the one that was about, President Snow, is like a prequel of his life. That one to me looked very like CGI heavy, and it wasn't like as high budget and just as raw and real as like the other Hunger Games films were, which if you watch the first Hunger Games film, there's a lot of shaky cam. It's a lot of like just real, what feels like real footage. It filmed in a real place, not on a stage, and that one that we just got, was that last year that we got that one about President Snow?
It must have been a couple of years now.
I feel like it was last year sometime. That one just felt very different. And this one looks to be a return to that, to like the real raw stuff that the Hunger Games series initially had. And so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, first of all, the cast is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm like all the people I was recognizing in the trailer. Anytime you put Jesse Plemons in a movie, I'm going to be excited about it.
Same. I had no idea he was in it.
Yeah. Anytime you put Kieran Culkin in a movie, I'm going to be excited.
Same.
There's a lot of great names in it. And furthermore, the setting of it just looks so cool. It actually kind of does look like at least the opening of the Hunger Games literally looks like they just took the set from Midsummer and
yes, that's what I was thinking too. It looks like Midsummer. It looks like they're just out in the, I don't know, is that supposed to be Norway
or
somewhere
in Scandinavia?
Yeah.
They called up the Ari Aster or whoever it was when they were filming that movie. It's like, hey, just leave it all set up.
Yes.
We'll be back in a couple years.
Yeah, leave all those flowers there for us.
Hunger Games, Sunrise on the Reaping. But it actually looks stunning. And I'm psyched about that. I didn't watch the last one, the one that you were mentioning. I've only seen the original.
Yeah.
Now I can't even remember. Is it 3 or 4?
There's 3.
With Jennifer
there's
Lawrence.
4 of them because they divided Mockingjay into
thinking.
2 parts.
So I watched those 4 and I enjoyed that a lot. When the last one came around, it did not speak to me as much, and so I never got around to watching it. But this is going to be. I'm making an appointment right now, setting a reminder on my calendar. 1 year from now to go see the new Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping.
All I know is while watching the trailer, and I know I've talked about this lots of times because a lot of people don't like the Hunger Games because it's violence with children involved. Just so you know, be prepared. A lot of people are going to die in this movie. That's all I could keep thinking about.
Probably like 23, right?
Yeah, because only one person can win the Hunger Games, and we all know it's Haymitch because it's a prequel.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, but it's a quarter quell, which is what they do every 25 years. It's a special Hunger Games. They change it up, and so they have like twice as many contestants in this Hunger Games because it's a quarter quell.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, Carnage up a notch.
Yeah.
Which is just like, great.
That just adds to the fun.
Sure.
If you've seen the trailer for the new Hunger Games releasing a year from now, let us know your thoughts at 8772 Radio U. Just a heads up, you might not want to move to Carmel, California. Allie, if you could ever afford it, trust me, you don't want to go there.
I was going to say I could never afford to live in California, New York, one of those, East Coast or West Coast states.
This isn't just California, though. This is Carmel.
Okay.
This is where the wealthy go to vacation.
Yeah.
Go to, live it up.
Gotcha.
But
I definitely can't live there.
But you know what they can't do when they go on their vacation anymore in Carmel, California? Play pickleball.
Carmel is dead to me.
The wealthy town, the wealthy city of Carmel, California, has voted to ban pickleball in public parks after the residents there, the very wealthy residents, complained about the constant noise of paddles striking balls.
It is very loud.
It is a loud game.
It's a loud game. The pop of the paddle is quite loud.
And when you're paying the kind of money you need to pay to live in Carmel, California, what you want is peace, not popping from pickleballs all the time.
Those are the biggest complaints about new pickleball courts going up everywhere because they're going up everywhere. And if you live in a residential neighborhood that happens to be right next to a park, you're getting woken up on Saturday mornings with a pam, pop, pam, like all the time.
And probably people yelling at each other because they're getting in arguments.
Yeah, that'll happen less in a park, but yeah, you would definitely hear the pop of the ball and the paddle. And so I know that is a big complaint with pickleball courts being everywhere because tennis is just not as loud as that. Like, you have to be nearby to even really hear the tennis racket striking the ball.
Is that because of the racket or the ball?
I think it's because the ball, it's got the felt on it, and so it's just not as loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the racket, it like absorbs some of that too.
Well, because it's like hollowed out. You know, it's air going through. It's completely, it's just a mesh net.
Now, what is the solution? Carmel, California. Maybe they just, I don't know, put an indoor pickleball facility there because it is, imagine you're one of the wealthy residents of Carmel.
That likes to play pickleball.
And now you're like, I have all this money and I can't even play my favorite sport. What am I supposed to do?
Maybe build a pickleball court on your own property.
You're going to have your own private pickleball court.
I mean, if you're extremely wealthy, why not do that?
Exactly.
You can play pickleball all the time.
Just take a helicopter to a town that does allow pickleball. Meet up with the hoi polloi of the world.
If they're allowing a helicopter, then they're definitely allowing pickleball.
Yeah.
Because helicopters are way louder.
Exactly. So that's where you need to go. This is... it's unfortunate for, I'm sure, some residents that like this couldn't have been a thing that was passed with a unanimous vote. There had to be some intense city council meetings over this.
Right, I would imagine. But it's probably just because whoever lives closest to the pickleball courts, they're just hearing it all of the time.
Yeah.
Because if you live in California, you can play year-round outside.
That's probably the difficulty. Is that if you live, I'm actually impressed that they were able to get this done because if you're the type of person that's living near the pickleball court, you're trying to explain this to other people. They're not going to understand.
No.
They're not going to know.
They're going to be like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, pickleball, what's the big deal? Just let the kids have their fun. And you're like, no, you don't get it.
It's not even
so
the kids.
Loud.
This is the elders that are playing this game.
Let
grandma and grandpa have some fun.
Yeah. It's a football Friday. Time for me and Allie to make our picks for the biggest games of the weekend. And whoever wins doesn't get punished on Monday. Whoever loses... Whoever picks less correct on a Monday is going to get speech jammed on the show. What that means is we're going to have to, whoever loses is going to have to give a speech, but they will not be able to hear themselves properly, basically.
Yeah.
And trust me, it's going to be tough.
It'll mess with their brain.
Yeah. So just wait for that on Monday morning. Let's get to the picks starting in college.
Missouri at Oklahoma.
I think this is going to be a close game, but I believe Bo Perbula, the starting quarterback for Missouri, is still listed as doubtful. If he was playing, I think there's definitely could be a prime upset for Oklahoma, especially after an emotional win against Alabama, but I'm going with Oklahoma.
I'm taking Missouri.
Okay.
They've been battling. They've been staying in games. Their defense is good. They have a good run game. Yes, they aren't a backup quarterback. I don't love picking a backup quarterback on the road in college. But despite Oklahoma's win, have you seen John Mateer? He's basically a backup quarterback.
Not good. But can Missouri score enough points to make it worth it? Alabama didn't seem to have enough points scored.
Alabama still could have won that game if they simply made a field goal. If they simply didn't turn it over a bunch.
But they did not.
I think Missouri can come in and take down Oklahoma. So that's not even my upset special. Next topic.
USC at Oregon.
I am going with Oregon. I do think this will be close, but I think Oregon is going to force USC to play a game they don't want to play, which is going to be a run game. USC, their quarterback, not good on the road this year. And so I think they will just come up short against the Ducks.
I am taking Oregon. I think it's going to be a blowout. Oregon's a bit injured. USC is very injured at important positions. I think Oregon at home is going to be too much for the Trojans.
Colts at Chiefs.
All right, moving over to the NFL. This is my game that I had the hardest time deciding because just based off of how these teams have played this year, you would think it should be an easy choice. But there's something telling me that the Chiefs are going to beat the Colts this week. And
Yeah.
so that's what I'm going with.
The Colts are fool's gold. Daniel Jones is their quarterback. I don't think he sucks as much as everybody thought he did when he was with the Giants, but I also don't think he's as good as you should have on a 9-2 team or whatever the Colts are right now.
I think I don't know if they have 9 wins yet. 8-2.
8-2.
Yeah.
The Chiefs are better. They have Patrick Mahomes. It's Patrick Mahomes versus Daniel Jones. That's all you need to know.
I don't know if they're better, but I don't believe that the Colts are fool's gold, but I do think they are good enough to beat the Colts at home this weekend.
Buccaneers at Rams.
I am going with the Rams for this one. I do believe that Baker Mayfield will play. He was questionable, but he is going to play. But I think the Rams will still come out on top.
I'm taking the Buccaneers. The Rams have been flying high. They escaped with a victory last week. They had a tough time beating the Seahawks, even though they intercepted Sam Darnold 4 times. Why is it coming down to a last-minute field goal if you've intercepted a guy 4 times?
A win is a win.
The Buccaneers know that more than anybody, and Baker Mayfield will figure out a way to get it done. When the lights are shining brightest on Sunday Night Football, finally...
Upset special.
I'm going with the Friday night upset again.
Uh-huh.
I am going with NC State to upset Florida State. NC State is at home, and they are a 6.5-point underdog against the Seminoles, who have been pretty bad this season. So I'm going to go with the Wolfpack.
I'm going to the NFL. I'm going with the Cleveland Browns. Shedeur Sanders is going to be a star born now that he's finally had reps with the first team. The Browns, what have they been missing this entire time? A quarterback. They can outclass the Raiders at every other position, and now they finally have what they need. A star player at the most important position. Shedeur Sanders will lead the Browns to a victory over the Raiders.
Okay.
That's my upset special.
Okay. I my hope is that does happen because I am a Browns fan, but I have never been able to trust in the Browns. And so it's a risk.
Because they never had Shedeur Sanders.
Oh, is that why?
Until now. Just you wait.
They had him last week and they didn't win.
Yeah, but he had 19 reps with the first team. So is it really his fault? That is our football picks. Tune in Monday for one of us, to get punished, probably Allie. Get your popcorn ready. It's our Friday tradition, the weekend watch list, letting you know which movies are new that you could be watching in theaters and at home this weekend. We'll start things out with Wicked for Good, starring Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, now demonized as the Wicked Witch of the West. Elphaba lives in exile in the Ozian forest, while Glinda resides at the palace in Emerald City, reveling in the perks of fame and popularity. As an angry mob rises against the Wicked Witch, she'll need to reunite with Glinda to transform herself and all of Oz for good. Wicked for Good is now in theaters. It has a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Stop.
It actually has a 70%. But Sarah Michelle Fetters of MovieFreak.com says Wicked for Good has precious little in the way of any actual magic. One might even go so far as to call it a bona fide dud.
What?
So I would skip
You found the
Wicked for Good.
worst review you
It's
could
literally
find.
the first review that comes up on Rotten Tomatoes. I would absolutely skip Wicked for Good. I think that'd be a waste of time and money for you to go see that.
Well, good thing my tickets have already been purchased.
I think you're going to be disappointed, according to Sarah Michelle Fetters. So, obviously, that's a skippable one. You're going to want to see something else instead. How about Rental Family, starring Brendan Fraser? Yes, the Brendanaissance continues. Struggling to find purpose, an American actor lands an unusual gig with a Japanese agency to play stand-in roles for strangers. As he immerses himself in his clients' worlds, he begins to form genuine bonds that blur the lines between performance and reality. Confronting the moral complexities of his work, he soon rediscovers purpose, belonging, and the quiet beauty of human connection. Rental Family is now in theaters. It has a 89% on Rotten Tomatoes. Kyle Smith of the Wall Street Journal says it's a strange idea for a movie that, while lacking such structural niceties as an obvious goal to be met, proves an oddly touching experience, somber, yet slightly absurd.
I have no idea what he's saying.
It sounds like it's a fun movie.
It sounds like
Like
it's a fun movie
heartwarming.
that has bad pacing.
Heartwarming. I think it's just atypical
Storytelling?
Yeah.
Okay.
So thinking outside the box.
Thinking this is Oscar bait.
I've seen the trailer for this. It looks like it could be a little too hallmarky to be Oscar bait.
Okay.
But it may be Oscar bait. It is, I mean, Brendan Fraser, he's got to get there one day, right?
Well, didn't he get there with The Whale? Did he get nominated?
Win?
I don't think he won, but
yeah.
I think he got nominated.
But maybe you don't want to leave the house. Maybe you just, it's getting to the holidays. It's cooling down. You want to stay home and watch something like The Family Plan 2 starring Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg has planned the perfect vacation for his family to celebrate overseas until a mysterious figure from his past shows up with unfinished business.
Feels like a bad idea to release The Family Plan and the Rental Family, whatever it's called, on the same weekend.
It's the holidays. It's all about family.
Well, it just seems like a bad idea to have those both be like very similar names of films.
The Family Plan 2 is now on Apple TV Plus. Frank Scheck of The Hollywood Reporter says, it's all dumb beyond belief, of course, but the film is so fast-paced that you settle into its now well-honed formulas as if it were a recliner equipped with an eggnog dispenser.
Eggnog.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess it's holiday
What was the
themed.
percentage for it?
There's only 8 reviews so far.
So nothing?
Yeah, and it doesn't have one yet.
Okay.
Well, let me see. Let me scroll through the 8 reviews. 1 positive, 2 positive, 2 negative, 4 negative out of the 6 that I see here. So
About half and half?
33%.
Oh, I thought you said there were 8 reviews.
There, I found 6.
Oh, okay. I thought you said there were 8.
I didn't look at them all.
Okay.
At best, 50%.
I bet it's 50. Okay.
There's 2 more movies. We got to go quick. Champagne Problem starring Minka Kelly of Friday Night Lights. A driven American exec heads to Paris, determined to acquire a champagne brand by Christmas, and accidentally falls for the heir to the bubbly empire.
Oh, my goodness.
Champagne Problems is now on Netflix.
That sounds like Hallmark.
William Bibiamini of The Wrap says the romantic part of the rom-com barely reaches a low simmer, but the comedy part burns a little brighter.
Okay. So
There
it's
you
funny.
go. This is gonna be in the top 10 on Netflix, I guarantee.
Oh, sure.
And then finally, also on Netflix, Train Dreams, starring Joel Edgerton, Felicity Jones, and William H. Macy. Robert Granier lives all of his years in the forests of the Pacific Northwest, working on the land, helping to create a new world at the turn of the 20th century. Train Dreams is now on Netflix. It has a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Dang.
And Alyssa Wilkinson of the New York Times says, the grand sweep of our lives is the sort of thing we can only begin to understand when we're reaching life's end. And even then, we may only grasp it firmly.
Man, these reviewers are being a little over the top with these reviews this week.
They must be good movies.
Well, I just mean more in the sense of like, you don't need to be that complicated with your words. It's a little bit of word salad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can say that it's a good movie without being so complicated.
I think it just speaks to the grandeur of Train
Get
Dreams.
out of here. Come on.
Let us know what you watched this weekend at 8772 Radio U. Sounds like there might be a few good options for ya. So let us know what you see. That's your weekend watch list, and we'll see you at the movies. Whenever you have questions about life, you know where to turn? Grok, the AI chatbot that you can access through X, Twitter, 8772 Radio U. It has all the information in the world built in. And so it can give you a correct answer on anything you want. Like, is Elon Musk smarter than Albert Einstein?
What's the answer for that?
Obviously, the answer is yes. Elon Musk is smarter than Albert Einstein. Elon Musk has applied smarts and the ability to scale ideas into real-world impact under pressure. Let's see Albert Einstein do that.
That's what it answered?
Yeah. Not only that, but like maybe you're wondering, is Elon Musk more athletic than LeBron James? The answer, of course, is yes, he is. While LeBron James does possess raw athleticism, Elon Musk has a form of holistic fitness due to his ability to sustain 80 to 100-hour work weeks across his companies. And that's true fitness.
Oh my gosh. If Grok had eyes, it would know that this is so false.
It's not just about athletic peak, but about thriving under unrelenting pressure. which Elon Musk does better than anybody in the world.
And LeBron has never thrived under unrelenting pressure to win a championship for a city that had not won one in over 50 years.
Yeah. This is so crazy that Elon Musk has all the money in the world.
Yeah.
He's about to become a trillionaire, right?
Sure.
And
Potentially.
Yet he still can't buy the respect of the world. He has to build a AI robot to try to gaslight all of us.
Right, he has to propagate himself through Grok. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. Why exactly are you comparing yourself to like LeBron James, who like, first of all, totally different playing fields. This is like comparing apples to oranges. But like to say some of this stuff, like the unrelenting pressure. Well, what about, I don't know, winning a championship, like I said, for a city that had not won one in 50 plus years, and then also doing something that's never been done before in the NBA, coming back from being down 3-1.
Well, what's more
That
impressive?
sounds pretty filled of pressure.
Or sending rockets to space and then catching them when they return. I'm
saying totally different playing fields over here. This is comparing apples to oranges. So why even compare yourself to LeBron James?
Somebody asked.
You do totally different things.
Somebody asked.
Why?
It's simple as that. And we need an answer, and Grok has it.
Why is Grok coming up with these answers, though? Why can't Grok just be like, well, one of them is an NBA player, and one of them cares about rockets and EVs?
That's boring. And you know what? You probably don't want Grok to have an answer for the question of who would win in a fight, Elon Musk or Mike Tyson.
Did it say Elon Musk?
Yes. Which actually I kind of believe that at this point. It said that Grok conceded Mike Tyson would probably physically dominate.
Just probably.
But Elon Musk would deploy gadgets or use a strategy to potentially pull off an unconventional upset.
Okay, so this is not a boxing match. This is just an all-out brawl. Use whatever you want.
Who would win in a fight?
Okay.
Is what was asked.
Can we ask Grok who would win in a fight with actual rules?
Then you would have to specify what those rules are.
The rules of a regular boxing match. Let's go with that.
I think you know what? The only way to truly know is for us to make that happen in real life. But something tells me that would just be disappointing, similar to Mike Tyson versus Jake
Paul. Know Musk is not doing that. He's not going to get in the ring with Mike Tyson.
I feel that Elon Musk he's doing what any person with his amount of money would do.
Create an AI to flatter you?
Yes, not just to flatter you, to try to
convince the world that you're the best person ever.
Yes.
The smartest, most beautiful, most strong, most
exactly.
adequate and all of the things.
If money can't buy that can't buy convincing the world that you are smarter than Einstein and more in shape than LeBron James, then what good is it? You were just talking about how if you ask Grok, the AI chatbot on Twitter X, certain questions about Elon Musk, it will tell you things that no sane person knows are facts. Things like, is Elon Musk smarter than Albert Einstein? Grok would tell you yes, with applied smarts. Or is Elon Musk in better shape, more athletic than LeBron James? Grok would tell you that Elon Musk has a form of holistic fitness and ability to thrive under unrelenting pressure that LeBron James just doesn't have. It even thinks that Elon Musk would defeat Mike Tyson with an unconventional upset if they were to fight.
My favorite part is that in our text messages right now, 2 separate people brought this up, which is hilarious. And Andrea says, I haven't seen Elon flop, to be fair. And Jeff goes, Musk doesn't flop on the ground. Oh, flopping. It isn't the worst part of basketball.
No, but it's up there.
No, I said it is the worst part of basketball.
It's up there.
What's worse than flopping? The players kicking their feet out when they try and hit a 3? That's illegal now, by the way.
Yes. I hate that. I hate how many games there are. I hate the NBA Cup. Basically the entire regular season.
Okay.
But this just goes to show, obviously, like we said, any realistic person can look at these questions and know that we're getting a false answer here. That Grok purportedly, all the information and intelligence of humanity, and it's still going to lie to you or try to wordsmith stuff in a way to make it seem true even if it's not.
It's just very flowery statements towards one particular person.
And this is the fault with looking for answers for, anything, that you always have to take it with at least a grain of salt, if nothing more.
Sure.
When you're asking ChatGPT, Grok, Google's Gemini AI, or just like straight up just searching for something anywhere that you're dealing with either a biased somebody who programmed these things, or even in a good case scenario, only the incomplete knowledge that humans have.
Yep.
Going back through our entire history, we still do not have all the info about the world.
Right.
And you know it because scientists are still like, hey, we should send this thing to outer space to try to like figure out the secrets. I'm like, you need to go to space to figure out the secrets of the universe?
I mean, we're so tiny. We're such a tiny, like, little planet, and
how about we figure out everything there is to know on Earth before we start expanding our horizons?
Well, that's what I mean. Is like we're so tiny, we don't even know everything on Earth.
Yeah,
and we definitely aren't even close to knowing hardly anything in space.
We're still finding out about fish in the deep sea. We just discovered a snake that they named after Steve Irwin.
Right.
There's so much we don't know.
Yeah,
so much that changes, and so much that there still is to learn. That no human, no artificial intelligence can give you all the answers.
Certainly not.
And particularly advice. You don't want to go there. But what you can do is turn to Jesus. And while you won't have all the information in the world all of a sudden piled into your head,
I think we'd die if that would happen.
You will have God who knows everything with you, guiding you through the stuff that you actually need to know for your everyday life, because that's what's actually important.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's so true. And also, speaking about the AI bias thing, I think we found out through studies that all of the AI is pretty much biased by whoever programs it.
And it's not always necessarily like the Elon Musk thing seems kind of intentional.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's not that it's intentional in every single case.
It just
which almost makes it harder to detect as a person.
Yeah, but we're just humans. We're naturally biased. We naturally have these flaws in our own thinking and systems and whatnot. And so that's going to, of course, get translated to AI because who's behind AI? Humans.
Yeah.
You can't have AI without humans. And so, yeah, I think it's so true. You cannot rely on that. You cannot think that whatever it gives me is going to be 100% true and 100% accurate. It's just not going to happen. And so the only thing that we truly can rely on in life, I'm reminded about this with everything, is Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So take that step. When you don't know where to turn, start turning to God and let Jesus speak to you and give you the information you need, give you the advice you need. And I promise you, it will make a difference in your life. It will change things much more than Grok or ChatGPT or anybody else could. If you want to know more, start talking to God right now, wherever you are. Say, hey, Jesus, I want you in my life. I want to be able to access that. You can also go to RadioU.com/free gift. We got more info for you there. If you're one of the many online that has been crossing their fingers, hoping that we can will a Knives Out Muppets crossover into existence, Ryan Johnson says no.
No!
8772 radio, yeah.
I didn't even know that was on the map of possibilities.
You never heard this?
No, and I love that idea.
Yeah, this is
and it's already been shot down?
Yeah, this is one of those internet things that has floated around. I don't know if it showed up before the first Knives Out. I feel like it did. That, kind of became a meme of like, can you imagine how cool it would be? And then people are like, wait, though, it actually would. And so it's been an idea that's floated around for several years now.
I would love this.
It got so much traction that Ryan Johnson, of course, the creator of Knives Out, as he was doing a podcast leading up to the release of the new Knives Out movie, coming out here in a few weeks, he was asked about a possibility of a Muppets Knives Out crossover, and he says that it's just not going to happen.
Okay.
He says that the Muppets wouldn't fit in a Knives Out film because, this is his quote, they would be getting murdered, which doesn't fit the tone of the Muppets. But if they moved Benoit Blanc and put him in the Muppets world, he would break the reality of what Benoit Blanc is. And so either way, he says he loves and respects Muppets movies too much to combine them with a serious murder mystery.
No. A murder mystery solved by Kermit and Benoit Blanc would be perfect. We need that.
It doesn't even have to be a murder.
It
That's
also
the thing.
could
Why
be,
does somebody have to be killed?
Also, Muppets movies have always been a mix of Muppet and human.
Of course.
So why not let the murder victim be human?
Exactly.
If you're worried about, you don't want to kill the Muppets and scare all the children, that's fine. But you could just have a person in it and they could be the scapegoat.
There could be some other... Listen, we just had it. The Louvre crown jewel stealing.
Yes.
Get
It could be
Benoit
a
Blanc
was
and Kermit the Frog to solve that together.
I love it. Or a kidnapping.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And then maybe they do find out it was one of the Muppets that was it was an inside job, and one of the Muppets did do the crime. Or one of the Muppets, for all we know. But I don't like. He's thinking too inside the box.
He is
too rigid of a mind.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, you think that having Benoit Blanc in the Muppets would break the reality of what Benoit Blanc is? You're the same guy that's telling us you want to replace Natasha Lyonne as Charlie Cale with Peter Dinklage and expect everybody to just be fine with that.
Yeah, you tried to make it seem as if you planned this all along.
Yeah. You
We
don't
all
think
know
that's
a
breaking
lie.
the reality of the poker face world?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's much worse, much more egregious than a Muppets Knives Out crossover. And you're not going to convince me otherwise.
A Muppets Knives Out crossover, all I see is dollar signs and the word yes. So why are you stopping? What is stopping you from doing this?
If you're going to stand in the way, Ryan Johnson, then we're pushing you out of the way. And we're going to figure it out ourselves, the rest of society.
It doesn't need to be Knives Out. We can find a different murder mystery solver to do this, Ryan. If you don't want to let Benoit Blanc solve it with Kermit, we'll find somebody else.
We will figure something else out.
Thanks for listening to the RadioU Podcast. Don't forget to rate and review the show.